Welcome to the breakdown. I'm your host, Diane Rembert, avid reader, award winning literary blogger, and the founder of Diamond's Literary World, which is my footprint in the literary industry. Today, I want to talk to you about part two of The Real Hoodwives of Detroit by India. Um, if you recall, or if you watched the previous video, this book takes us to the streets of Detroit, where you have an organization um, consisting of guys who, hustle and grind, if you will. And they have some women who are, some are ride or die, some are snakes in the camp. So, main characters are Mario, his wife, Nikki, his right hand girl, Gucci. And I say that loosely. I'll tell you why in a minute. There's also Sam. Sam was, also a part of the organization. Sam was involved with Chloe, aka Robin, Robin the cop, and along with that comes Mina. And so let me just start by saying, okay, so you have Mario, who's the head of the organization, who has Gucci on his right. He's got Sam on his left. Now, this is just a recap from book one. Now, Gucci, they've been messing around, years ago, but then he met and fell in love with Nikki, who he went on to marry and have a son with. Now, Gucci is just waiting to play her position, and her position does actually come when Nikki is shot and is laying up in the hospital, and they think she's gonna die. So they, end up messing around, Mario and Gucci, and she gets pregnant. And so because she's pregnant, Nikki wakes up, and Mario, believes that she doesn't want him anymore. He goes off and marries Gucci. But his heart still belongs to Nikki. That's all I'm going to say. Over here you have Sam. Now, Sam has been involved with this young lady named Chloe, aka Robin, because she's an undercover cop. She's been sent in to infiltrate the camp in order to take them down. But she does fall in love with Sam. She is totally obsessed with Sam. To the point where, he meets and starts messing around with Mina. She goes crazy. This chick does, like, oh my God, like nothing I've ever seen. To the point where Chloe ends up, taking a murder rap, following behind Sam, and he commits a murder. She gets caught. She goes to prison, but she's so obsessed. Finds out she's pregnant. She reaches out to Nikki and asks her, to find Sam, because Sam is now on the run. He can't believe that he was involved with a undercover cop, so he just walks away from the whole thing. Okay, book one. All right. Book two, and some of this will be recapped in book two, but now you have, Nikki has, come out of her coma. They now get a divorce, but there's still so much passion there. She meets, Nikki tries to, move on after a while. She meets and starts messing around with this guy named Maine. I'm not going to even tell you about Jermaine, because you need to find out about this character for yourself. Meanwhile, Chloe is in prison. She roommates with a young lady, a new character that we're introduced to named Lovely, who's also in prison for a crime that you'll have to read the book to find out, about for yourself. Long story short, these young ladies break out of prison and they go their separate ways. It's almost crazy how their fate is almost similar, but not exactly. So I mean, it's just, with India, drama on every single page. Very short chapters. I love that. Almost remind you of like a James Patterson. But her style, me. I have named her my Black Jackie Collins. If you're familiar with Jackie Collins and her work, then you will be pleasantly surprised if you pick up a book by India. Unbelievable. Like I said, there were, a couple of characters that were introduced in part two. But they just, the way she writes, it gels so well with the story. Like I said, we've seen it time and time again. You got to keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, because you never know who's a snake in your camp. Because I'm going to tell you something. The one person that you think will not turn on you is the one who actually turns on you. Okay? And I was reading it like, are you serious right now? Like, I never saw that coming. And that's another thing with India. Not only does she give you the street, side, but she gives you underlying themes. She gives you murder. She gives you infidelity. I'm not even going to tell you how she gives you sex trafficking. All right? How? I can't tell you. You have to go and pick up the book for yourself and find out exactly why this young lady has slowly climbed up the ladder to be on my top list for female African American authors. Okay? I expect so much more from her. Now, I want you guys to know this series has been picked up by Urban Books. So if you don't already have it on your Kindle or on your shelf, don't fear. You'll be able to pick it up in Walmart or Barnes & Noble shortly. When I get the release date, just follow Diamond's Literary World, and I'll be happy to give you that information. But please go and support my girl India. Anything that you have from her, go and check it out. Now, I'm going to tell you, and she knows this, this is probably the best work that I have read by India so far. And it's crazy because it's one of the older works. I think I kind of like this as opposed to one of the newer series. But she's also in Outlaw Mommies, which came out last Tuesday, I believe, with author Entice, Brandy Davis White, and there's two others. So go and check out India. If you're on Instagram, she's, I believe, Ink Pen India. But I know on Facebook she's India Williams. I'm going to tag her. So you guys go. I'm going to tag her in this. And she's going to be on Diamond's World next week, I believe. So I'll also go back in and tag the interview so that you can hear about this phenomenal woman and what she has in store for this industry. I thank you guys for watching the video. I thank you for taking the time to leave comments. You just don't even understand how much they mean to me. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you have not, go ahead and take the time to do so now. I've got so much more in store for you. Until next time, happy reading and be blessed.